it's no fun when we all agree on something. And it sounds like, honestly, Ebro, Nadeska, low key, they're kind of in the same boat as me, bro. I just don't do Kanye no more. Like,
Ladies and gentlemen, you have locked into Rap Life Review. I'm your host, Ebro. Join me, Low Key, and Eddie as we get into the Rap Life playlist, the hottest records out right now, the new albums, the business, and the culture of hip-hop. No topic is off limits. It's Rap Life Review. I think, without debate and without a full-fledged convo, I think we should just make sure, because Travis Scott is a big part of the Rap Life playlist, just to make sure we send our condolences out to all the families out there who were affected at the Astroworld concert. Also, to everybody working the concert and Travis Scott, who I know feels like shit. You know what I mean? It's a terrible situation no matter how you want to slice it, who you want to blame, where you want to point fingers. It's just a terrible situation. There's not really much to debate because it's the perfect storm of terrible when you're talking about a festival. I think it also should be noted, as information will roll out this week, Travis Scott has refunded everyone's tickets to the show, as well as canceling his Day in Vegas festival appearance. So he's pulling down concerts on his own, realizing that, this is nothing to play with. But yeah, full refund for all Astroworld attendees. And you guys saw the headline that Roddy Ricch even gave up his money that he made that day to help the families that were affected at this event. We gotta get into your boy though, Lo. Kanye West on Drink Champs. Now, Eddie, you wasn't here, but I would say about a year ago, Nadeska and Lo refused to talk about Kanye. No more talk of Kanye West. And since then, Kanye's put out an album and I forced him to talk about it. And now Kanye is on Drink Champs. And here we are talking about it again. So, Lo, let's...
All right. Hold on. No, wait. Before you start going off and start saying, oh, we didn't... The things that were happening with Kanye had nothing to do with music, right? So everything that was transpiring with Kanye was the presidential the MAGA hat, the going to see Trump, calling him a father figure. Those are the things that we did not want to discuss. Those are the things that we did not want to divulge into because everything we were talking about was everything aside from the music. When the album came out, we gave our synopsis. When the listening sessions were happening, we gave our synopsis. When all those things were going down, we gave our take and we kept it moving. But I just want to be very clear. Everything that was happening with Kanye before that album was something that we had disdain towards.
Y'all didn't, but see, you didn't want to, you guys didn't even,
Eddie.
See, but I'm calling because Eddie, they didn't even want to talk about the Grammy Award-winning... The Grammy Award-winning gospel album he put out. They didn't even want to talk about that.
Because I'm not a gospel, person. So I'm not going to sit here and listen to an album that my ear might not be trained for. And I do think it was kind of unfair for him just to come in and swoop up that album, even though he's not a gospel artist.
Gospel,
but, because
the gospel
it's Kanye,
folks
because
embraced him.
They embraced it because he's shedding light to a genre that doesn't necessarily get the mainstream,
That's right.
Connection or whatever the case is. So I understand that, and I give props to where props is due. But I'm not going to sit here and be a music journalist or whatever you want to call it and sit there and critique a gospel album when I don't listen to gospel.
Eddie, are you hearing this? Are you hearing all of this? Cop and please.
Listen,
am I wrong?
I hate being this person because I was hoping that it's no fun when we all agree on something. And it sounds like, honestly, Ebro, Nadeska, low key, they're kind of in the same boat as me, bro. I just don't do Kanye no more. Like it's a portion of it is he says a lot, but it's a lot of verbal vomit, but he's not really saying nothing. Like, and then my issue with fandom
is bars, bro. You heard in that Nori interview, Kanye be spitting bars. Everything's about bars.
Hold on.
Life is a bar. Let me ask you Art is a bar. When he goes into an interview, it's a bar. Everything's a bar.
Let me ask you this. You watched it, right?
Yeah. Actually, I did not watch it in its entirety. I watched the clips.
Neither did I.
That people shared, and I watched several of those clips.
All right. What was your biggest and main takeaway from what you saw? From what you heard and what you
biggest
observed?
and main takeaway from what I saw and I heard, which is something I said several years ago on social media, Kanye is first and foremost a competitive hip hop artist. Okay, he has loved this culture and loved this music. And I heard a man who it realizes that he has been around for a long time, and other artists have benefited from roads he may have paved and become successful. And he is reaching to and we've talked about this, reaching and continuing to find new frontier to build a platform on, and in doing so, he's gonna make some mistakes, which I think he has, but he hasn't admitted that. But I think maybe one day later on, if he puts his ego aside, he can admit that he made some mistakes, which all creatives are gonna do. But I like Eddie's face right there. I doubt it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
because
you said put his ego aside, and we ain't never seen Kanye put his ego aside for nothing.
The other thing that I heard distinctly was somebody that has a lot of yes men around him, which is why he was going after Big Sean or John Legend.
Just Blaze.
Well, the Just Blaze
Talib
thing,
Kweli.
yeah, we'll get into that, Talib Kweli, because they disagreed with him, and now all of a sudden you don't like them no more. That's a problem. It's a problem when people you came up with, people who have your best interests at heart, people who really love you are going to tell you when you're wrong. And now Kanye being creative, he thinks everything's an art installation. He thinks everything is, when I started wearing tight pants, everybody changed to tight pants. He processes everything through that lens. And so he thinks that going into politics is like, I'm doing something that, ain't never done before. Fam, there's been black Republicans. There will always be black Republicans. There's been black people who've run for president as Republican. You're not doing anything different. What you're doing is actually making yourself. And he also, another thing that jumped out to me is, I've said this for a long time, Kanye West don't read. And there's a piece of the convo where he was like, everybody want to talk to me about these contracts that I've been in. You know what I'm saying? 11 contracts, and I didn't read the contracts. You know what I'm saying? Look, I don't read that well. My math ain't that good, but I don't make fun of y'all because y'all don't dress well. You know what I'm saying? That's like a fifth grade argument. So these are the things that jumped out to me as you have an individual. You know what I'm saying? You have an individual.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You have an individual.
Yo, Ebro, come on. Hold on. Ebro, out of the 30, you've been doing this, 30 plus?
Yeah.
Bro, you've come across so many different artists. Yeah. You've come across so many different personalities, so many different egos. That's right. So many different personas. That's right. This does not strike you as just what the f***?
Well, Kanye, by the way, now, so mind you got to know something. There's been a lot of artists that I've come across that don't read and can't read. There's been a lot of artists that I come across that think they know it all, but they don't speak well, or they don't read well, or they're not highly educated.
Articulate themselves.
Or they don't know how to articulate themselves well. So the problem here is you have someone who thinks they know more than other people. They keep yes men around, and they don't read. You know what I'm saying? And they
there's an extra layer to it. He has maybe the highest platform in hip hop. There's people that listen to what Kanye has to say as if it were damn near the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So they take
now,
it.
This has also happened before, Eddie. Maybe not in hip hop, but it's happened before where people have become fanatics of something and it's led them off the deep end.
But this is just go back to my point about him being irresponsible, him being, rebellious against the common okay, you may not like to read. You may not like to count. You may not like to look at contracts, but you can't sit there and point the finger every time something goes bad when you're acknowledging this every time. Well, I don't read and I don't count and I don't know what the lawyer fees is and I don't know what this is. Bro, yeah, you might not be the most person that understands the legalities of everything that you're dealing with, but it's just you have the resources to put yourself.
So my final point that I just wanted to say was that jumped out to me in the Drink Champs, and shout to Nori, and that moment was great for their brand, was accountability. Kanye West has zero accountability. He has, he scapegoats a lot. and he keeps a lot of folks around him that just agree with him. And now I was also proud of him for admitting that he was jealous of Virgil and upset about that. You know what I'm saying? And Virgil's position at Louis Vuitton, and acknowledging. So he does have some accountability, or at least some, what am I trying to say? Self-awareness. But I think it's overshadowed by the amount of times he just doesn't take accountability.
And then also too, are we just gonna finally admit like Kanye ain't bringing the heat like that no more? Like we don't even talk about that, like because he's such a big brand, and it is Kanye. And
we talked about it.
Kanye's a musical genius. He's one of the most influential artists, not just of hip hop, of all time. Kanye at his peak is up there with anybody's peak. He was great. But Kanye, I'm talking about the clothes ain't hot like that no more. The music ain't hot like that no more.
They selling.
He ain't hot like that no more. It's selling.
He ain't hot to us.
I'm gonna just say this, and we can move on to another topic. And this is me not trying to like stir the pot, or whatever. But I think he was a sucker for how he approached the Big Sean.
I don't even believe it.
How he said it.
I don't even believe
that's
you.
Some sucker
and you just saw him.
And he saw him. That's
why I don't believe him.
I'm sorry.
I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I think it's promo. I think he's trying to create controversy.
Promo for like
Big Sean, Big Sean, and Hit Boy. Big Sean and Hit Boy got a new project, and remember.
But Hit Boy don't like.
Yeah,
but Hit Boy been throwing shots at Kanye for a minute though.
But that's why I was just about to say that's also a part of. So you got Big Sean standing saying, "Yo, my man's, I ain't rocking with this red hat thing and all this going through." And you got Big Sean, who's done multiple projects with a guy that's openly gone at Kanye, which is Hit Boy, because Kanye did some shady that Hit Boy wasn't with. And so, that all of that adds up to Kanye saying something ridiculous like, Big Sean's the worst artist I've ever signed. Nobody believes you, bro. That's just, that doesn't even make sense what you're saying. We got to salute Meg Thee Stallion. As much noise is made about women and their bodies and twerking and WAP and all of this. This young lady has recently, she kept her word and graduated from Texas Southern University, TSU. She got her bachelor's in health administration. She did it part-time online classes while doing her music thing. She wanted to get the degree. She wanted her mom to be proud. Throughout the years when I've talked to her, this has always been something she's been on. So she made it. She made it all the way to the end. She wants to focus on healthcare in her city in Houston. She wants to open up healthcare facilities for elderly folks and black folks. And I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So, I as much as we make noise about, artists acting crazy, I think we got to make the same amount of noise, or at least I would like it, when they do things that are amazing. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that should be celebrated.
Eddie was talking about it. We was talking about it last week, and just, putting Megan in that category of just doing dope and doing that we should celebrate and doing we should be proud of. So this is just another notch on that, particular belt that, TSU, you got your diploma, you got your degree, and you're trying to do things for the city, improve their health, improve their, the health care. So it's really not much to, debate about, go back and forth. It's just a black woman doing very brilliant and dope shit, and we gotta salute her. We gotta salute her for that. And like we said last week, she's doing even more dope shit. Grammy Awards, Popeye, chicken deal, festivals, just everything is lining up for her, and we should be proud, and we're sitting here applauding her as it's happening. So, congratulations to Megan. And I know 2022 is probably going to be even better.
This is another example why black women are better than me, because there ain't no way in hell I'd have got my degree. As soon as that rap money came through, I would have been good. I'm like, hey, man, you seen them WAP numbers? I'm straight out here. I'm selling Popeyes. I'm doing the hell with school. But like I said, she better than I am, because I would have been done. What's that like? Like you do a concert at night, you going to school in the morning, you doing online classes between shows, you doing what? Nah, bruh. I'm not balancing that lifestyle, man. I worked really hard.
At least he honest.
Listen, bro, I'm not.
By the way, Kanye's honest too. Kanye's honest too.
I mean, don't bring this back to Kanye. I'm commending this woman because I'm saying she is better. She is better than me, because look, man, at some point in time, you ain't that hot. At some point, hopefully for her to be 20 years from now, I could have got that degree later on, but I'm about this bread and enjoying this lifestyle. I've been on vacation. Like, she been on vacation. I've been seeing her on vacation with her man. Like, when are you doing?
And she probably was on vacation. She was probably on vacation.
I ain't doing the
classes,
homework.
Getting
I
right.
listen, bro. I at that very young age, man, I've done a lot, and I'm going to enjoy it. So for her to decide she's still going, she's an example. She needs to be applauded because I wouldn't be doing it.
I think even deeper than that, though, is something to be said for keeping your word to your family and what's important to your family. And I also
and to her mother, she probably made a promise to her mother who passed.
Said. That's what she said. And on top of that, knowing that you are an example for people in your age group and even younger, and showing like, yo, and she said on an Instagram post, you know what I'm saying? I was showing my ass, but I still went to class. You know what I mean?
You are the American dream, Meg. We love you for it.
She got my blessings, man. Congratulations. She might even go for that master's, and if she does, I'll be right there.
Now here's the next question I have. Us knowing how Drake moves, are you listening to that song TSU on Certified Lover Boy differently now?
Ooh, I didn't even think of that.
I didn't think of that.
Why you starting something? Why you starting something?
That was random.
Like, nah, man.
Hold on. Wait, where'd that?
And I just want to say, whatever's going on at TSU, God bless y'all. Because Drake writing songs about it, it must be amazing down there. Let's just keep it 100.
Bro, why? All right, you know what? Because like you always want to just bring this and just like poke and like I'm not looking at it.
I just asked you to listen to the song. Do you listen to it differently now?
Okay.
I wasn't even thinking about it personally, but
I wasn't even thinking about it like that. That's what I'm saying. So we'll go listen to it. Shout out to TSU. And we'll go
the way you worded it, do you
week.
listen to the Drake song differently now? It was like, why would we?
Yeah, like, why?
Because Texas Southern University clearly is something going on down there, so you got to pay attention to that song.
Okay. Fair.
Okay. All right. You got it. You got it, fam.
Yo, man, y'all wild, man. Y'all wild, man. Y'all some wild dudes, man.
Nah, man.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, we'll pay. Yo,
man, it's been a Rap Life review, man. Listen, man, it's crazy. See y'all next week, man. Add that Rap Life playlist and subscribe to the Rap Life review.